Okay, we've learned some things from our grimoire. And now we're on our way to get some coffee and some brekkie. So we're gonna avoid the corner store, because that is Mason's route. Just gonna get some from work. You know what? Why waste money when I can just get some coffee for free at the cafe? I'm still not real great on that water to coffee grounds ratio, but better I learn with myself than with customers, right? Last time I tried to make coffee was a disaster. It came out as this gross brown water. I really have to learn to do this right. Someday. Huh, doesn't look like anybody's here yet. There are some lights on in the cafe and on the floor above, but I don't see anyone moving around inside. Maybe I was wrong about people coming here on their days off. Is it really just gonna be me hanging out at work like I have nothing better to do? Alright, I'll just go make some coffee and then figure out what else to do for the day. Luckily I just got my key. I can unlock the door and let myself in. Even though there are no people here, the cafe still feels busy with all these cats milling around. There goes Hash Browns, bossing around some other cat like usual. Now is making eyes at his own reflection on the floor. Kotick's in a cute little ball by the window. Marina and Ayn are catching some sun. Ah, Junta has his paw around one of the other cats like they're spooning. Who could it be? I peek in closer to get a look, and maybe a candid photo. But when I see that little seal point pink, there's no pink in there, but point nose sticking out, I pause. Is that Hayes? His ear flicks and one eye shoots open. Looks like he takes a moment to register what's happening, but once he does, his eyes dilate to the size of saucers.
Avery!
His tail puffs up and he backs away from Junta at a surprising speed. He bumps into the wall and then hops a solid 6 inches into the air in shock. Hayes, calm down. It's just me.
Junta was crying a lot and then I just sort of... Oh, please don't make fun of me.
Junta's one of our newest cats. He's a sweetheart stray we found wandering the streets, but he scares easily, so he gets clingy sometimes. Why would I do that? That was really sweet of you. Slowly, I reach down and scratch Junta behind the ears. He's confused by all the commotion, but doesn't seem too stressed about it.
But
You're so thoughtful about the cats. It's great.
Oh. I guess so. Thanks.
I'm jealous, actually. I wish I could sleep in a pile of cats.
It is pretty nice.
He seems to have calmed down a bit, thankfully. Phew. How about some coffee? I could go for a cup, and I bet you could too.
Okay.
Good, we don't have to offend Hayes with our, going out for some coffee somewhere else.
Yeah. I'm going to change back. Don't look, okay?
You got it. Despite being around all these cursed cat people, I've never seen a transformation in progress. Maybe it's not something I'm supposed to see. 'Cause you sneeze, girl. Anyway, it's probably as rude and creepy as watching someone get changed, so I'm not about to peek.
Okay. Would you like a cappuccino? I'll go make us some coffee.
That sounds great, thank you. What a sweetie. Score! I don't have to mess with that coffee machine after all. I sink into my favorite spot on the big circle couch and take a big old sip of my coffee. I could sit here all day. Maybe I will.
Oh! Avery, you're here early.
Yeah, I thought I'd come see what everyone's doing. I've been cooped up in my house too long.
It's good to see you. I'll be around doing some handiwork, but let me know if you need anything.
Oh, don't worry about me. It sounds like you'll be busy enough. There's the door again. Hello, hello! So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet? Excuse me? A cat, I mean. Sorry, is this still a sensitive subject? No. Nothing's happened to me since the day I grew the whisker. I figured it'd take more time.
That's strange. I turned in about a week.
Yeah, me too. Hayes nods from the other couch.
This wouldn't be the first time Avery's slow on the uptake.
Were you just standing there waiting for a chance to say something like that?
Of course not.
He totally was. They're right, though. Playing with that book made me totally forget about the curse. Why haven't I seen any changes since then? Well, I'm gonna go do some laundry. Let me know whatever you find out. I'm betting it'll be a silver tabby or something pretty like that. I hope the type of cat I become is still a person. Reese rolls his eyes and flops down on the long row of seats to the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound sketchbook. Finley picks up a large bag and trundles toward the stairs. Is there a laundry machine up there? Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free. Wait, Graves lives here? Yeah, duh. The 3rd floor is his apartment. Shouldn't we see him, like, all the time? He's basically a ghost as is.
He's usually out until really late at night and leaves pretty early in the morning. I don't think he sleeps.
I bet he sleeps in a fancy coffin.
I just mean he's really busy. He takes care of all the administrative stuff for the cafe, after all. Well, I better get to work. That ramp isn't gonna build itself, after all.
Landry gives me a little wave and disappears into the back. He's back a few minutes later with hands full of lumber and a roll of carpet. So that's why all that stuff was in the basement.
Sorry, it might get a bit noisy in here.
That's no problem with me.
I suppose, if you must.
Landry and Reese go back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley. I peek up at the balcony. She's fiddling with a laptop or something. Everybody seems to be keeping themselves busy. Maybe I should help one of them? But on the other hand, I'm not getting paid for it, so... But I gotta see how my boo's doing. I'm pretty good with computers. Sometimes. I bet I could help Finley out with whatever she's working on, at least. After a brief pit stop to toss my coffee cup in the trash, I head upstairs. Oh, we don't have a nice ceramic mug? What kind of place is this? What's up? How are the jelly donut videos doing? Oh, just the person I was looking for. Eh? Let me see your hands. Eh? Come on, I know you know more words than that. Hold out your hands.
I don't know what you're doing, but okay.
I hold out my hands, palms down. Don't you dare do that stupid slap game on me. I didn't even think of that. Dang, next time. You have really nice hands.
Thanks.
Alright, you'll do just fine, just like I thought. Come here. You haven't told me what you're doing yet. Oh, you're right. I got a little ahead of myself. I'm making a human version jelly donut video, and you're gonna help me. Does that mean you're gonna balance donuts on your human head? Are you gonna balance donuts on my head? Nah, that's dumb. I'm gonna do a tutorial for jelly donut themed nail art, and you're my model. That sounds pretty cute, actually. Gosh, Finley. You ever paint your nails before? Nope. I bet it would come out all weird looking and gross if I tried. Oh, you aren't that much of a klutz. I bet you could at least manage solid colors. We're gonna do so much more than that. It's gonna be so fun. Alright. What do I need to do? Just sit down and place your hands on this table. Okay. Let me set up the tripod and then we'll get to work. I'm gonna just record the footage right now. I'll do the music and voiceover stuff later, so don't worry about that. The camera's just gonna be on our hands, so just stay still. She clasps my hands for a second and waves them up and down for emphasis. I can feel a blush prickling my cheeks. You have to get your cute face on the camera sometime too, but first things first. She sets a small tackle box on the seat next to us. She props it open and it's full of nail polish bottles and all sorts of weird looking tools. What is this? There's also stuff like glue? Nail art is a lot more serious than I thought, clearly. Oh, how cute. Nice in style. Some pretty nail polish bottles. These will be pretty simple. You work in a place where you don't want rhinestones or stuff coming off, you know. Okay. She sets to work and sets the tiny brush to my index fingernail. Polish feels kind of cold. Wow, her painting is so precise. I'd be all over the place if I tried to make these kinds of shapes. I can't even do a solid color on my nails. Of course, they're kind of small too, but I end up painting half of my finger. I gotta give up. Oh, I just realized she's got Akia earrings from Blast Zone. That's so cute. She moves quickly across each nail, painting the basic shape of a donut or a cat on each. You're good at this! What? Good at sitting here? You're the one who's good. Oh, but I already know that. And so modest, too, apparently. With a few more quick, tiny strokes of a pen or something, Finley leans back triumphantly. There we go! I'm a genius! She kind of is. There's all these little donuts with sprinkles, and a big calico cat on my thumbnail. Cute. I'm gonna ruin these in like 30 seconds flat, I'm sure, but it's kinda nice to have now. Wow, thanks! Anything from my biggest fan! Oh geez, she's never gonna give that up, is she? Now stay put for a bit and let those dry. Can I at least go sit on the couch downstairs? I guess. We all get caught up doing our own thing when I hear footsteps approach from the kitchen. Why, if it isn't the big bad boss himself.
My wonderful cat herders. I see you've been keeping the place well while I've been gone.
He looks us over, but his gaze stops on me for just a second. He has a weird glimmer in his eye that I can't really place. You? I'm on to you, mister. I know you have something to do with that book. I can't have just been there because you're a collector or something. Heck, it has our names in it. I don't really understand those pages since the bookmark doesn't work on them, but still. It must be something fishy.
Landry. Excellent work on the cat's equipment, as always. Ah, but I'm not done yet. Have you ever given me reason to doubt? I know you'll do a stellar job. We can talk about future designs soon. Sure thing, boss. Reese, I see you've been keeping your protege in line. Keep up the good work. Of course. Nothing gets past me. The eyes and talon of an eagle.
Protege? Are they talking about me?
Hayes, my sweet Hayes. Can I trouble you for some of your exquisite coffee? I'd be happy to. You are a treasure as always. I hope you've been keeping well. Well... Finley!
Finley peeks her head over the upstairs balcony to shout down. Come on, just come downstairs. Present!
Your videos are keeping me busy. We hit a whole new attendance record the other day. And 6 adoptions in 2 days. The home inspections never end.
I'm sorry you have such a precious, adorable girl here making your business work.
You are my internet lifeline. I have no head for such things.
I bet he's been lost ever since telegrams went out of style.
And Avery.
Oh, he's real close now. I don't think I like it. He puts his hand on my shoulder and levels his gaze down to mine. That blue eye is so chilling. It really is a telltale heart situation.
I'm on to you, Avery. What? You're the fastest learner we've had here yet. I forget you're still new.
I feel like he's not just talking about the cafe work. Well, I've been doing a lot of studying.
So you have. So you have.
He lets go of my shoulder and turns away to the rest of the employees. He definitely wasn't talking about the cafe. He definitely knows something about that book. I'd ask him more, but maybe it's not a good idea in front of everybody else. I'll chase him down later when he's leaving or something. I have to get more information.
Where's Mason? I wanted to see her today, too.
She hasn't been showing up as much on days off lately. Maybe she's found a comfy gig at an old cat lady's or something.
Haven't been to your place in ages, though.
Ah! When did you get here? You startled me.
Mason, I'm so glad you're here. It wouldn't be the same if you didn't join us. As much as I adore your cooking, today I'd rather give you respite. Or respite, I should say. Think I'm gonna cook on my day off? Huh. Of course not. That is why I will take the pleasure of providing you, my dear employees, with dinner today. But first, an announcement.
He slips back into the kitchen for a moment. When he returns, he's holding a garment bag.
No. You haven't even let me make the announcement. I know what this is. Absolutely not. For my more cooperative employees, then.
With a surely practiced flourish, Graves unzips the garment bag and lets it fall to the floor. Oh no. 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 Is that somehow both plaid and checked flannel? I didn't know you could make a suit out of that type of material. There's a sort of appalled silence from everybody. Reese looks personally offended. Mason just straight up leaves.
No appreciation for your new uniforms. And to think I had it made in your size, Avery.
Try it on, Avery! She's still shouting down from the balcony. I can't really blame her, though. I wouldn't want to get any closer to that suit, either. I'd rather wear a potato sack.
And I went through such trouble to have it made. Check with us next time before you waste your time. 'Tis easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission, as they say. See, you knew we wouldn't agree to it. Well, I'll leave this here in case you all come to reason. Take some time to admire it. I'll be off for one last errand, but trust when I return you'll all be treated to a wonderful meal. Until then, farewell.
And with that, he disappears into the kitchen. I'm gonna follow him, just to see what happens when he leaves. I get to the kitchen in time to see him slip through the back door. I'm sure I'm gonna see that black cat. I just know it. I peek out the door as he leaves. He gets further and further away from the cafe, but I don't see him change. Not even when he gets past the point where I know he's off cafe grounds. I guess the others already assumed he wasn't affected by the curse, but why? Does this prove he's the culprit? How else would he escape whatever it was that got everyone else? Although, to be fair, I can't use that as proof. After all, I also escaped the curse, and I sure as heck didn't cause it. This seems like as good a time as any to see if I can find out more about what's going on, and see whose route I'm on. I peek back into the man cafe. For some reason I was going to say man cave. Main cafe. Looks like everybody's back to whatever they were doing before. The newly arrived Mason has kicked up her feet on the couch and seems to already be dozing off. Finley did say we have free access to Graves' apartment after all. I could go look and see what he's got hiding up there. I'm also kind of curious about what it looks like. But then again, if he was hiding something there, wouldn't somebody have noticed by now? Maybe he keeps all his magic stuff in that creepy basement. I wonder which would be better to search. This. It worked the first time, right? I bet that's where all the nefarious stuff is kept anyway. Maybe Graves is a hapless idiot caught up in someone else's plan. Maybe I'm supposed to think he's a witch, but it's actually someone else using him as a cover. Wouldn't it be messed up if it's one of the other workers at the cafe? I can't see any of them as the mastermind type, but what do I know? Well, I suppose I should prepare myself for some snooping. Snoop, snoop. Beatrice. She's still here. Boy, this place gives me the chills. I mean it. It's like 10 degrees cooler down here than it is upstairs. Basements. It's weird that it would be so much cooler in a basement. Now, if I were a witch, where would I hide my witchery and witching accessories? I take a brief walk to the immediate left of the stairs, but there's nothing here but cafe and cat supplies. Maybe the bulk coffee is also ground up and used to make arcane sigils? Or maybe I'm reaching? The right of the stairs has the more interesting stuff anyway. I kneel down to get a closer look at the curio filled with crystals when I hear something creaking above me. Crap. Is Graves gonna catch me? Nah, he left. I'm hearing things. I resume my hunt. Maybe these are magic crystals after all. Creak. Creak. Hello? Oh! It's just you, Avery. My imagination was going crazy when I saw that open door. Hey, I'm so glad to see you. What, you think something would be down here? I've played too many horror games and not considered the possibilities. Like, too many of them start like this, you know? Yeah, I've watched those games. Like, you think everything is fine, and then, boo! You know, like you go down the stairs and then you're stuck in the hell dimension. A hell dimension filled with party supplies and bags of flour. Oh, don't say that like you aren't skeeved out to be down here. Of course I am. There's a scene like this in this one game, West Falls. You ever heard of it?
Nah.
You gotta work on your repertoire, you know? Anyway, so there's this scene where the main guy, Sage, is in a creepy basement like this. And then, BAM!
I feel hands on my shoulders.
Even though I know it's Finley, I can't help but jump.
Ah!
She pushes me against the wall, or at least tries to, but we don't get that far. I'm just sort of leaning back. Oh, that face. Shadows all up in his face, and you gotta shake it off.
Ah, I get it. I get it!
Sorry. It was this big surprise. You'd have to play it, I guess. That's another game I should lend you sometime.
Boy, she's
kind of close right now.
woohoo.
Like, really close. Not that I mind. So, what are you looking for down here anyway?
She doesn't really bother to let go. Instead, she puts her arm around my shoulder like we're going on a walk together. Nothing particularly. I just wanted to explore a bit.
You know, last time I was down here, I think I saw a ghost. It was just lying on the floor behind the cat food.
I think it's just Beatrice.
There it is! Right there!
I feel like a hard poke in my side.
Ah! I'm sorry. You're so cute when you're surprised.
Just you wait. I'm gonna get you back when you aren't expecting it.
I bet you'll try, but I doubt you'll succeed. Wanna go back upstairs?
Yeah, sure. I don't think we can go up the stairs arm in arm, though.
You just don't have a brave enough heart.
I mean it. We're gonna fall if we try that.
Okay, okay.
She lets go of my shoulders, but puts her hand on my back and gently pushes me forward.
Now shoo!
Okay, okay. So aggressive, my goodness. Well, that was a bust. Mostly. It was kind of nice to talk to Finley, I guess. Feels good to be getting closer to everybody here. It's sort of like I finally have a social life. Well, sort of. I guess I'm still hanging out with a bunch of cats, one way or another. Back to the drawing table on this curse business, huh? I suppose. I drift from person to person, helping everybody with what they're doing for a while, but eventually the urge takes over. I just want to play with cats. Yeah. Shinsuke gets all get excited when I bust out the bell toy. Guess I'd be excited too. Owl gets messed up on the catnip toy. Now is swatting at his own tail, but I think the tail might be winning. Valentine is rolling around, kicking at nothing in the air. Seems to be having plenty of fun without me. Marina chases the feather on a string all the way up to the platform. Wish I had that much energy. And then they start taking naps. And that seems like dots. That's dots to me. Will someone please exhume Avery from that pile in the corner? Ah? I jump up with a start. When did I fall asleep?
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Why is there garland on my head? In fact, I seem to be covered in cat toys. What the heck?
Well, we tried to wake you up.
With catnip? What is all this? Finley.
What? I just put a mouse there to see if you'd wake up. And then you didn't, so I put another.
And another. And another.
I got some really cute pictures out of it.
Oh my god, don't put those on the blog.
Why would I ever do that?
I fling a catnip mouse at Finley as hard as I can. It ricochets off her head.
Ow! Hey! Okay, okay. They won't go on the blog. Good. Today.
No. Finley, be nice. All of you, stop distracting from the matter at hand. Dinner has arrived. I thought you were going to actually make dinner, not just order takeout. We usually order takeout on off days. It's nice to get a change of pace and try some of the other restaurants around here. And there are fewer dishes to wash. The cuisine du jour is brought to us by the Thai restaurant downtown you all so enjoy. Avery, I believe you will be experiencing their splendor for the first time tonight. What did you get? You didn't ask me what I wanted from the menu.
I did, actually. You mumbled something about pad thai, then rolled over on top of a bunch of cat toys.
Well,
I mean, that's what I would have wanted anyway, so, I look over to the tables and it looks like they pulled them all together into one long row again. Takeout boxes pile up in the center table, and all the places have already been set.
Bon appetit, my dear employees.
And the pack descends on the takeout boxes. After some sorting, we're all settled with our respective food and we sit down for dinner. Graves takes the seat at the head of the table. Well, he claims it in name, but he's hardly sitting at all. When he's not flitting between us and offering us drinks, he's standing behind his chair and telling a story in as grand a Graves gesture as you'd imagine.
When I was in college, none of you would have recognized me.
What? Did you take a break from your goth phase? You go grunge for a while?
I would never break style. No, in fact. If anything, I suppose you could say I was more goth then. I had long black hair, and I wore such elaborate makeup.
If anything, that sounds more on brand than you are right now. Why stop?
You can't imagine how much time that took from my day. I have a business to run now, after all. Dad showed me a photo once. The one of you with your bandmate.
Who?
The guy with the mohawk? I don't know how he got such a huge hawk. Ah, yes. It was pure witchcraft, that hair.
He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? With the witch jokes.
Wait. You were in a band?
Are you really surprised by that, Landry? Come on. Everybody was in a band in the 90s.
I don't recall that stereotype, but yes. I was in fact in a band.
I bet it was called, like, Masters of the Night, or something like that.
No, Avery, it was not. I'd thank you to give me more credit than that.
Nah, more like Nightly Nightshade.
Or Dark Carousel. No. Or Sorrows of Blood. That's two, Hayes. You're all so cruel. You have to tell us the real name or they'll keep going. I refuse to further enable this slander. It was Spider Coven, with an X. Reese!
What? How do you spell spider with an X?
Goth willpower.
You're kidding me!
They had a song that was called something like Rose Baptism. I only remember the parts that weren't in French, but no. Ahem! It went something like, No. This is traitorous. My own people betrays me. Ahem! Trapped within my own mind. Something in French. My will dissolves to blood. The soul's red rind. Life is but a march toward death. Right, Graves?
Graves isn't listening to us anymore. He's pacing around and mumbling in agony. How do you know all this, Reese?
Graves and my dad went to college together. He went to their shows. He met your mother at one of them, if I recall. You have me to thank for your very existence, my boy. Ugh, don't put it like that.
Everybody's laughing and having a good time. Even Graves is being a good sport. This is nice. I wonder how long they've been working together. They're all like a big family. Graves is a lot more charming than I thought. He knows how to work a crowd, at least. I'm starting to get it. I guess this is why nobody's all that mad at Graves, even though they're going through this weird nonsense. He's kind of like everybody's weird but benevolent uncle. We all chat over dinner, then coffee, and before I know it, the sun is totally gone. How long have we been doing this? Shoot, I better get home and feed Mochi before he throws a fit. He gets real passive-aggressive when he's fed late.
It is quite late. I'll take care of all the dishes and sundry, so please relax and prepare yourselves to face the day tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess we better all get going, huh?
Later.
Mason's already headed out the back. She barely even turns her head when she waves goodbye. Alright, everybody, see you tomorrow!